So ma'am, welcome to our channel and welcome to Kolkata, the city of joy and city of culture. How does it feel to be here in Kolkata?
It feels great. I've been wanting to come to the city, but I was not able to. But coming for this literary fest gave me the opportunity to come and see. It's wonderful.
Ma'am, talking about your writing journey, how did it all start? Somebody inspired you in the family to write, or it was a process for you?
It's a process. 2017, I came out with folk tales, and then there were some few years in between, and then after that I started writing the lived experiences of the people, and so the writing journey started.
And talking about your writing, you've been constantly writing on folk tales, basically predominantly. So what was the initial? You came out with 2 collections of folk tale. If you could talk about that.
So there are some well-loved stories, folk tales, which had never been written down. And so I feel that if I don't collect it and put it down, document it in some way, the younger generation will not be able to read it or know about it. So that's how I started writing the folk tales.
And talking about your poetry, is there any underlying theme which is always in your poetry?
That's, I think, difficult to say because I wrote on so many themes, universal as well as the particular for the Naga community, especially the Achingliu community from Manipur. Not only Manipur, Assam, Nagaland, Manipur, the Achingliu community lives in these 3 states. And so some of the themes that I dwell on is on the trauma of the people, generational trauma, and then also the ancestral ways, the collected wisdom that we get, the lived experiences. So now, different times, agrarian thing is not continued now, and so people have started to come to the cities, and so they seem to have lost their ways. But I wanted to let the young readers especially know that there is a lot of wisdom in the ancestral ways, so I'd like them to point back to the roots.
Ma'am, you also write haiku and you say it's a healing for you. So if you could talk about this therapeutic aspect of haiku.
Haiku I started practicing 5 years ago, a little before the COVID hits. And so when everybody is indoors, locked out, and when we cannot go, I started reading more. And then when I go out for my morning walks and runs, I started noticing more the minute seasonal things, insects, and the flora and fauna. And so I concentrated on the small moments and the small seasons between seasons, and that's how that encouraged me and inspired me to write haiku.
And also you've come out with an illustrated novel for the children. If you could talk about that.
You mean my latest?
Yes.
Stories and the other poems.
Right.
That's the illustrated book.
Right.
That one, that's not haiku.
Right.
But it's poems for children.
Right.
Based on the, again, lived experiences and the ways of the community. I would like to encourage the children that they can also write poetry and also illustrate, at the same time instilling in them the stories that come out from the place. So that's stories and the other poems.
Ma'am, your poem has been in the syllabus of Jamia Millia University, which is something commendable. How do you feel about that?
I feel excited, happy, and also at the same time a little bit concerned, because when your work is canonized in the university syllabus, it tends to be put in one category and in a box. But I don't want my readers to read it only as some specific thing, but to have a complete mind. But overall, I'm very happy.
And ma'am, you are also an ultra runner. So how does this whole fitness thing, how important is fitness for you?
Physical movement is medicine. And the moment we stop moving, then life ceases. And I do a little bit of running and some training, and then as your body conditions and you get stronger, the distances increase, and then the difficulty level also you want
And lastly, a lot of youngsters are watching this. Your word of advice for them who wants to write into poetry writing or any kind of writing, your advice for them?
As a teacher, as a professor, the first thing that comes to my mind is read a lot of books, the specific genre that you want to write. But then, especially for the Northeast community, I would encourage them to just write anyway, because there are very few out there, and we need to build up the literature of the people. So, but
That is your advice for the young generation.
yes, that's my advice.
Thank you for this wonderful interaction, and we hope to see you more in the city.
Thank you.